Look at you now, boy. Look at you now. Before the Bell podcast, slamming all comers. Bloodlines, crime time, Rhea's bathwater. The boys' mind burns a CT. On your way to the count, 1, 2, 3. For the Bell podcast. Before the Bell podcast. Bell ringers.
You did it. You came back. You're here. Welcome to the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. This is Before the Bell. Shout out to all the bell ringers already in the comments. Shout out to the bell ringers on Patreon. Shout out to the bell ringers kicking it in the Discord. It's your boy. The after the main event, right? You remember that one? You remember that one WrestleMania where they were like, "Oh yeah, Big Show and Drew McIntyre. You're up after Drew McIntyre just beat Brock Lesnar."
No, I don't remember that.
The one,
They had a dark match at WrestleMania?
yeah, the one after when there was no audience.
Oh, yes.
The pandemic
actually,
one, yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
I'm the Big Show versus Drew McIntyre.
Don't do that to yourself. That's not nice.
But it's for the World Heavyweight Championship, and we are the champions of this podcast game. First off, thank you guys so much for all the love you've shown us this past week, especially with the RVD Rob Van Dam, legendary Hall of Famer, being on the show just less than a week ago. And that show's it was on Wrestle Talk. You know?
Yeah. We're getting picked up. By the way, I'm the art architect, Chris. Please, Martin's still learning.
I was about to do it. I was about to get
You asked me questions before you even introduced me, Doc.
I know, but it was like off camera, so it was different.
All right, what you do? No,
right.
It was on camera.
No, it's different. All right, guys. To my left, this guy is the quarterback of the show. The running back. He plays all positions. You know, he can do it all. He is the shirt goat. He is the darkitect. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Burns.
Much better, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, man, it's great to be here. It's a good day.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
weird seeing you just as you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could finally do that for once. I'm allowed.
I don't know. CT may be watching along and feel a way about you not in character, my friend.
How dare you not slut yourself out?
But this is a special episode because we have a special guest.
Very special guest.
If anybody's paying attention to our other platforms, they know who the special guest is. We figured we'd get a bunch of the news type of stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
So that once the guest gets here, we can just go ahead and do our thing with that person.
Exactly. And the super chats are open. So if you want to get your questions out there for later, we're also going to answer some of your Patreon questions. But make sure you hit those super chats. But let's talk about wrestling from this week first, man.
We could do that. Why don't we just, since the super chats are open, we
yeah.
got one right in the building. We'll start with Reginald Randolph
Yes.
for $10 in the building. Best wrestling podcast there is. Had to do it with all caps.
Yes.
What up, Uncula?
What up? I'm just gonna embrace it now, man.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're wearing the hat.
I am wearing the hat.
To hide the forehead.
I don't care. I like my forehead. You know what? I did a show this past week, and this lady afterwards was like, you should just embrace it. It's okay to have a big forehead. I was like, you're right. Yeah.
Most people, I feel like more often than not, there's a 5 head when people get cornrows. Like, I remember the first time I got braided up, and I was just like, it can't possibly be that much to it, but.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Well, I talked about how Mateen was like, you should just shave your head off. I was like, no.
He just want another bald brotherhood member. He can't exist out there on his own male pattern baldness, brother. We love you, Mateen. But
yes.
Hell no.
Yes. You know what you're doing. Theodore Gaines with the $9.99 says,
yeah.
Main event CT turned into post-show Morrow. I like that. Maybe that's the one. Yeah.
I didn't realize until just now how loud TT claps.
Yeah,
it's
very
like
clappable
booms
hands.
usually. Yeah. Boy, got sausage fingers.
Kim Gilmore
Hey, what's up, girl?
with the $10 says, oh, damn. Martin Morrow in the building. Hearts, bells.
Absolutely. Chat behave today.
Yes, be good. Be good. Okay? Be good. We're watching you.
Absolutely. And we were watching Monday Night Raw.
We were watching Monday Night Raw, man. There was one match, the Jey Uso versus Austin Theory, that everyone's been talking about because it was 30 seconds.
Yep.
And they were like, it's because John Cena went over. It's like that Raw was only like 2 hours and 37 minutes or whatever it was.
Big facts.
You could add more time.
I don't understand what's happening on Netflix. There is no time limit. But they still like cut short things to make time. What time?
Yeah.
What network is being like, hey, we got, the news coming up or something like that. I remember USA Network back in the day be like, Silk Stockings was always on after Monday Night Raw.
Pacific Blue.
Yeah, dude. You ever like be watching Raw and your mom walked in and there's like a commercial for Silk Stockings? She's like, what is this? I'm like, it's wrestling, I swear. It was always like the most explicit. It was crazy.
Or La Femme Nikita. That was the one I was like, it's always going to get me in trouble.
Yeah, what is, but I don't understand. Why does Netflix feel like because they literally said to us, Raw could be 3 hours, Raw could be 30 minutes. We never know. And they always like, hey, yo, 2:45, we got you know what I mean?
We're trying to watch Stranger Things season 4. All right, y'all got to get out of here.
It's not a traditional network. I'm confused.
Yeah, man.
But were you salty that it was a squash match?
As a fan of Austin Theory, yes. That and it's, I don't know what they're trying to build to. I guess the tag match next week, but yeah, that match is going on first. They're putting that boy up first.
I mean, I don't know. He's gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it was like character assassination or a burial or anything like that. We keep forgetting about WWE too. So many of its stars are young as hell.
Yeah.
Like they got so much time. That freaked me out about AEW when I realized that Toni Storm is 29 years old.
Yeah.
Like, Timeless, you better freaking believe she's timeless. Like, 29 in wrestling years, that's like 18 almost at this point.
Yeah, I thought Will Ospreay was like damn near deep in his 30s.
Yeah,
He's like 31 or something. I was like, all right.
You dig.
Yeah.
So, like, what? Austin Theory's in like his mid-20s or something like that?
Like, I think so. Like early mid-20s.
Yeah, like, it's
He'll
not
be
his
fine.
time. Like, him and Waller are going to be there for quite a while. Like, give them, you know what I mean? They're going to squalor in the mid and lower tiers. First, look at the main event picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't main event WrestleMania 41 with
John Cena
and Austin Theory 2. Like, that's not the rematch.
Even though there's a story there.
There is, yeah.
Like, he beat you. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 years ago, John. So now that you're in this heel persona, I feel like there might be some get back, and that could potentially get Theory over as a baby face.
That's actually a brilliant idea.
Yeah. Because already he yeets with Jey. There's dissension between him and Waller. You put him, on the other side of the ropes with Cena, there might be something there.
Yeah. Yeah. They've been doing that dissension thing for almost like a year now.
Yeah. They're not. What we know of Triple H's WWE is there's no hurry for anything. No. They are going to drag, like, it's going to be weeks and weeks and weeks before anything happens for anything.
Yeah. Speaking of weeks and weeks and weeks, the EO, Rhea, Bianca, they're cooking.
Are they?
Okay. EO is cooking.
Yeah.
Rhea is pissing me off.
I'm right there with you.
Yes.
I said it, I think 2 weeks ago. I meant it. This whole storyline is white woman privilege. The entire story. To go so far as to sign your name on the contract, like, I'm in the match. Look,
no,
no,
that's not how that works at all.
No, definitely not. Everyone saw you do it.
Lawyers.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Ridiculous. And it's like, what is her right to the match? Nothing. You lost.
Yeah.
EO beat you fair and square. Bianca was she's going full Karen mode. Hell, this black lady was sitting there watching me so I could focus on what I was doing. Like, what?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Well, just the idea that she crashed out because EO because Bianca clapped for EO.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, that's it.
Yeah, that's on you.
There are other people in the audience,
bro,
who are cheering for EO. Are you mad at all of them? She's the heel. I think if we
100%. This goes back to, and everybody, these milkmen. But when we were like, Liv Morgan is correct.
Yes.
Rhea Ripley ruined her life for a little while. She came back and got her lick back, and everyone was mad at Liv.
Yeah,
I think what we're learning is Rhea Ripley is a terrible person.
She's the ever villain.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
she started this whole mess with Dominic Mysterio.
Now
we're mad at Dom.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Dominic was doing fine. He loved his dad.
Yeah, that's right.
He was teaming with Edge.
She is a homewrecker, bro.
Yeah.
Dog.
Ruining families.
100%, dog. Even though I never understood that storyline, it's like, all right, your son is smashing Rhea Ripley? Like, what's the problem? What was the issue we're having here? I don't understand. Just because they in the gang?
I guess probably you don't want your son in a gang with a Australian, a Puerto Rican, and a Irish dude.
I mean, if it's okay.
They all like two of them in their 40s. You're like, wait.
I mean, I'd be wary of that friend group, but it'd be like, no, it's a weak ass gang. They just kind of emo. They think they're bats or whatever. It's fine.
They think they're bats?
Yeah. What's the judgment they're giving? They're bat. They're like, I don't know.
That is, I never thought about that because it is like weird wings.
Yeah, with Edge, they were like demonic or satanic or whatever. Then it was like, we're bats.
Yeah.
We wear purple.
No, yeah.
We perp people.
We perp people. We perp people. Also, okay, I don't think we had the opportunity to talk about it. We brought up Mateen earlier. Shout out to Mateen.
What are you about to say?
When we were at the hotel post AEW show, right?
Yeah.
And
oh my god,
Mateen had several libations, if you will.
Libations.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I guess that's the PG way to say it.
And we see Shelton Benjamin. Now, during AEW Revolution, when the Hurt Syndicate, excuse me, their theme was playing, we started chanting, "We black people."
We remixed that thing.
And it was fire. The audience.
We had white people singing along with us. It's like, hey, can we have something?
Yeah.
We don't need you to be we black people out here.
Relax, Kyle. You know.
Yeah.
Now, in that setting, it's perfectly fine. You know, we're chanting. It's great. In the hotel, Shelton Benjamin has proudly talked about how he wants to be presented in all facets of his life. And as a giant 40-something-year-old black man who wrestles and could probably kick everybody's ass, he deserves that. Mateen approached Shelton Benjamin going, "We black people, we black people," while we're in the hotel. And Shelton had him like, "Hey, whoa. Yeah. I was like, Shelton Benjamin's about to beat
a few
Mateen.
things.
Yeah.
He don't know Mateen.
No.
He doesn't know the context of we black people.
At all.
And then third, he don't know Mateen. You can't just run up on somebody with that kind of energy. That's how you get. And Shelton's a shooter.
Yeah,
like not boom, 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 but like, you know what I mean. Well, yeah, hook you up real good,
grapple you. You know,
and something tells me Mateen can't fight.
No, he did theater. Proudly did. He got a major in it.
You just got theater kids. Theater kids some can fight.
What theater kid do you know had hands?
I'm just trying to be nice. Let's scratch you.
My face.
Oh, was there anything else for Raw? We kind of talked about it in our RVD episode.
Yeah. What was the main event? Braun Breaker, and they're setting up something with Penta and Finn and Dom.
A lot of people touched the IC title that night.
Yeah.
They gave the iconic shot for shot when Eddie first looked at the IC title, and then Dom did the same thing, and he's wearing a Latino Heat shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, are they just gonna? Wait. Kayfabe, is Eddie actually his dad? I think he is, right?
I think now, yeah.
But I mean, even back then, I think. The kayfabe was that he is his dad.
He had to.
But Eddie's just. Yeah, I mean, Ray raised him. Yeah. So that's all it is.
Which is insane.
Bananas. Could you imagine your boss coming up to you and be like, "We'd like to tell the world that you know what I'm saying?
Your shit don't work. So your best friend is gonna knock up your wife.
Yeah.
Your actual wife. If you could bring your whole family in.
Yeah.
Your son, he's still gonna be in school. Don't worry about that.
Bring his wife in. She's gonna be mad. Like, that's how Vicky got into storylines the first time.
Yeah. Or that ladder match where he was mad at Vicky. SummerSlam.
Insane.
Damn it, Vicky!
Yeah.
Where were you?
God, they couldn't just let him wrestle.
Just let him have a match.
Anyway, so, yeah, Dom held it. Penta held it. They keep seeding wrestlers having issues with Latino. It's like Gable got an issue with Latinos. Now Braun do. What is that, bro?
Man, it's it's Republican. It's the Republican company.
America. Yeah.
You know who I'm tired of trying to take over my intercontinental title?
I do not want to touch. I do not want to expand on that.
All right. If that's where that bit has to end. That's where that bit has to end.
Yeah, 100%. But okay. So what's the match? What's the Mania match?
I think it's got to be an everybody in the pool match. Personally, I'd like for it to be a ladder match, but I don't know how Braun Breaker is in that element.
Destructive, I would imagine. I'm about to say. I mean, I'm sure someone's getting speared through a table.
Oh yeah.
So what?
Or through a ladder.
Or through a ladder. So what? Braun versus. Can I just call him Steiner at this point, bro? Like he got like his brother wants to get into wrestling. His cousin is wearing the chainmail on the football field. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is Breaker? Braun Breaker.
I don't. They like give them that little list of names, and
he just didn't have no pushback in him at the time.
I'm just happy to be here.
yeah.
I'll be a breaker.
All right, bro. So Braun
with 2 Ks.
Yeah. So it's Braun, Dominic,
Finn Balor. I think he's still in there.
How many shots does this man get at this thing?
What else are you gonna do with Finn Balor at WrestleMania?
Oh no, dog. I feel like he could sit out one. No,
he lost the last 2.
That's right. Why are these losers getting all these opportunities? Why is Rhea Ripley getting opportunities? White people who wear purple they just can't lose.
Hey man, it's a new America,
man. So okay, Penta, Dominic, Breaker. Do you put Kaiser in there?
I would. Why not?
Jesus.
What else is he gonna do?
It's okay. The WrestleMania card ain't a participation trophy situation.
I get that, but the last 2 WrestleManias, he just walked out with Gunther. Was like, all right, that's my man, and left.
How old is he?
The early 30s.
So he got time too.
I guess, but
what are we doing? Triple H likes 4 matches on his cards. Basically, we don't need all. That's a lot of people in an IC title match. And who wins? Braun retains.
Nah, I would. I still say if Kaiser's in, Kaiser wins. If he's not in, give it to Penta, and then Penta drops it to Gable.
Oh, interesting. And did you pay off the luchador thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Best way to do it. And that's when American Academy, that's when they all American Made. Excuse me. That's when they all get their various titles.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I see what you're cooking. Long game. Okay. Bet.
No pause.
I don't want Finn Balor in there though. I think Finn Balor he
needs a refresh.
He needs a refresh for sure.
I don't know what that looks like or how you do it, but he needs it.
I would say Dominic Mysterio.
Dom turns on him.
Yeah.
But Finn has been disrespectful to Dom.
I get that, but I still think that if Dom as an Intercontinental Champion would be phenomenal character work.
Oh yeah.
Phenomenal. So I think that's the best answer. And then Penta can beat him for it later, and then you can still do the Gable thing. Or, Gable beats Dom for it. Maybe.
Yeah.
So you can still do it either way.
Yes. What we can also do is hit these super chats.
I was gonna ask if there's anything else wrong, but that's it. If that's the end of that segment, let's do it. Let's
do it.
From the top, Mark. Right. Wonderful. Randy Constance for 1999. My college hoops parlay hit. So God bless. Thank you, sir. Thank you, March Madness.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Shout out Auburn. We're crushing it right now. The Auburn Tigers, or we were.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. Someone told me they're like, you went to school at Auburn, right? I was like, yeah. They're like, you're doing good. I'm like,
that's
good.
War Eagle, right?
War Eagle, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. War Eagle to Lucky BX with the $10.
Yes, sir.
Who says, is there time to build a Solo versus Jacob match at Mania? Solo doesn't want Jacob to hold a championship. He stripped him of the tag team, prevented the Cody match, and interfered during SmackDown.
Yeah, of course. That was the catalyst for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob was not having it.
No. He was
I don't even know why y'all was even out there.
Yeah.
For real.
He had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a scary dude to watch crash out.
Absolutely.
Incredible Jones with the 999 says, watching the other show and watching B4B, you can definitely see the difference between the two. There seems hella scripted, and you can tell how natural you guys are. Hashtag B4B4L. Yeah.
Absolutely. This is where you come for the authentico. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have a big sponsor. We started this channel from the mud. You understand me? We don't got people booking our guests. We booked your guests.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't got, celebrity looks. You know what I'm saying? Getting us into places. We get ourselves into places. This is the real right here. You know what I'm saying?
That back door.
Yeah. All that Temu Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? We got Ice Cube at home face ass show. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that.
Yeah. I agree. Next super chat. Camden Mars with a 1999 says, "What's up, B4B and bell ringers? Bell bell.
What up? What up? How you doing?" He who yeet for $10.
Yes.
Raw is annoying, ending after 2.5 and 3 hours. Mark, you bring flowers for the guest. I would like to see Cena lose at Mania, but win Money in the Bank. Let him cash in at SummerSlam and officially retire after Survivor Series. You know, I am very curious what you're about to do.
I don't know what you mean.
When this person walks in.
I came here. You know, I'm more. Shout out to Angels in Spicewood, Texas. Shout out to Dream Clothing. You know, I just wanted to, you know, just shout out my people. I'm just here to be me. You know, I've always heard that being yourself is good or whatever.
You know what they say about BS? Even when you dress it up, it still stinks.
Wow.
And as far as Cena's concerned, you know. No, I think he needs to win the title.
He has to win it.
Yeah.
You can't do all that. And then the only way I would be okay with him losing is if Stone Cold Steve Austin returns and like stuns him or does something. Because you can't have a Stone Cold return and then that ends up with Cody losing.
It's so over. It's yeah. That is a good point. If they bring Austin into it, then. Because imagine they had done all that with the Undertaker and Seth and all those people in last Mania, and then it was like Cody lost again. That'd be literally insane.
Yeah,
literally insane.
Speaking of which, Incredible Jones with the 9.99 says, "Did we for when John Cena signed the contract at the time it was supposed to be Finn versus Roman, same as Rhea Low-Key? Did we forget when? Okay,
yeah. I mean, was weak then." It's weak now. You know what I mean?
You can't do that. That's not how contracts work.
Yeah, absolutely. I should know.
Yeah, he's a contract man.
I fought the law. Marcus Adair for $19.99.
Yes.
What's up? Haven't been in here a while, but it's always good seeing y'all. And let me tell you something. You bring me joy.
Wow, that's a pretty good CT.
I get phases, little pieces of it. You know what I mean? I'm not an impressionist, but I can do it.
Yeah, man. I feel like when we're around each other a lot, that's something I learned in fraternity as well. When you're around each other a lot, you pick up each other's
Is
habits.
that right?
Yeah.
So what was I gonna say? I've never had anyone do an impression of me. I don't think I'm like distinct like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm working on one.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because I have to complete the trio at some point.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're easy.
What do you mean by that?
You just invoke the dustpan. The dustpan.
And my dustpan?
Yeah, that's it. It's very easy.
Yeah, but I don't.
Every time you do that moment, then you kind of get sad, you get happy, you get loud. You know what I mean? The Marty Morrow, that's easy. That's simple work.
Is there going to be a day where both of you come in as me?
No.
Oh, okay. That hurt even more. That almost. So Smackdown happened.
It did happen.
Jade Cargill lost to Liv Morgan.
Big fact. Liv Morgan is a babyface now. By the way,
yeah.
If you listen to the crowd reaction, she is right always. She was right against Rhea. She did not attack Jade and was blamed for it. She's living her best life. Let her live.
Yeah. First, in like the whole thing
That's
being
a t-shirt, by the way.
That is let her live.
Come on, bro.
Okay, you cooking, boy. Where's your apron?
Man, I don't know, man. I need a super chat so I can buy an apron.
Yeah, we need to get Chris an apron ASAP, and one of the little like Ratatouille hats.
Yeah, what are those called? They're just chef hats?
I think so. I don't know the purpose of them. Like, how does that help anybody?
Well, you're supposed to wear headgear to keep your hair from falling into the food. That's why they be wearing hairnets and stuff.
Okay, I know that.
So a chef hat is.
I had a friend who's a lunch lady.
Okay, so a chef hat is an evolution of that. It's like the Pokemon evolution of hats.
Oh, so it's like Blastoise, but for hairnets.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blastoise, baby.
Please don't.
Blastoise boys.
I don't want to touch you after saying that. I never want to be a Blastoise boy. You understand? If that group is taking applications, I am tearing it up, throwing it away.
We're already the Meat Boys.
The Meat Boys is a different thing, okay? The Meat Boys is a sacred brotherhood, you know what I mean? Accepted by Jordan the Stallion, and we will hold true to that. Blastoise Boys is insane.
Blastoise boys sounds cool. Hey,
wow.
Throw in them little water emojis.
No, do not do that.
Put in Blastoise boys in the chat. We're blasting off in here, dog. Blastoise boys.
That is, wow. Blasting off in here, huh? This dude here, dog. There's some things going on around about Martin, dog. And he don't want me to co-sign. Then he says things like blasting off in here, Blastoise boys.
Hey, man, drop them waters in the chat.
Do not drop any waters. Please.
But yeah, anyways, Naomi, full heel, caution tape like Owen Hart. Because she's the Black Heart of SmackDown right now.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to make your heels credible, not look like geeks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That get absolutely pummeled all the time. And, Jade is imposing.
Yeah.
And intimidating. So you got to make Naomi look like a threat. You know what I mean? So, I loved what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else happened on SmackDown?
Do you think is Bianca just like removed from that situation?
She's just tweeting at him at this point. She's like, hey, y'all cut it out.
right.
Hey.
But that's got to have a receipt because she screamed out Bianca's name before getting the move done to her. Like, she gonna just forget, you know what I mean, that she's out there somewhere.
Well, I guess the question is, who does she side with?
Who does Bianca side with?
Yeah.
Oh, why would she want Jade hurt?
No. I mean, because Jade was talking trash about her on SmackDown and Twitter. She blames Bianca, yeah,
which is insane.
Yeah,
like what? How does she know?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with her.
And then crashed out when she found out.
Exactly.
So I don't know, man. These you have to stop with the water in the chat. Absolutely horrible. It just makes me sad. Actually.
Whoever did the water in the face, that's nuts.
yeah, it is nuts.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I did that. Yeah, even more water, baby.
Oh boy. Anyways, Kim Gilmore for $30.
Yeah.
For Chris's apron, Marty's dustpan, and CT's damn broom. Now we better not see another show without the essentials.
We got them right
the
here.
Dustpan and the broom right here, baby.
Yeah.
Because it used to be the belt. Where's the belt?
Oh, it's in my trunk.
What? How would you leave the belt?
I don't know. I can go get it.
Man, whatever, bro.
All right.
Next. Lucky BX for $10. They should have a ladder match for both U.S. and Intercontinental titles in Mania, similar to the match for the tag titles at Mania 40. Imagine one wrestler winning both titles.
That's too much.
Mid-card, I'm good with there being two.
Yeah, they definitely need that.
You know how I feel about the world title. I think it needs to be one champion. When you're not the world champion if someone else is.
Yeah, but then what would Jey Uso and Gunther be doing?
I don't know. How about write a personal issue between the two of them? How about that?
I mean, we came up with the perfect one. Choke out Rikishi.
There you go. So I'm saying, you don't always, everything doesn't, they got to, look at me, what WWE needs to do, breaking records and all this other type stuff. And I'm like, what they really need to do? But on the real, they're more programs that aren't centered around the title. That's what will make the thing great.
Yeah. I wonder if he broke Rikishi's ass, if that would be because Rikishi had the stink face.
Let's start at the beginning of that. And you say it again, and you tell me if that was the best word choice is what diction means. In your lexicon, which means collection of words that you have available to you. Say that sentence again, and you tell me if that was the best choice to explain your storyline.
Well, no, I'm saying...
No, you didn't know. I said, repeat what you said, and then we'll go from there. Because what I heard... I'm going to tell you what I heard. I heard you say, if he broke Rikishi's ass, then... Is that what you said, Marmar? Because we have videotapes. So you can't really deny.
I said that.
Now, what was breaking... How would you break another man's ass. It's really.
Well, there's like the tailbone, there's like ass bones and stuff.
Are there ass bones?
I think there has to be.
Okay.
So Gunther, yeah, there's cheekbones, yeah.
All right.
So then Gunther would like
I hate your hand movements. I hate everything about this. Go
I'm
ahead.
just trying to come up with an intricate storyline.
Yeah. So he comes in there and he breaks his ass.
He crushes
Oh,
like Mortal Kombat style. He crushes.
how would he do that?
I don't know.
Gunther,
yeah, he's strong.
How strong do you think this man is?
I don't know, he could do like a chop. And he chops Rikishi's ass and it implodes because he's older now. And he destroys the stink face. And then it's Jey Uso having a fight to get the stink face back.
We have some more super chats.
Yeah, we do.
Oh
my God.
So Gunther 316 says, "I just broke your ass."
Yo, that's a t-shirt. You're cooking, man. You came up with that idea.
DJC 41777 for the 30. Oh, salute and Godspeed for the potential nonsense that occurs once the guest is here. We behave like we said.
We're gonna be good. We're all good people here.
Except you. Because you're out of control. Rikishi getting his ass broke is out of control. Completely out of control. You're on punishment.
When you say it like
you're
that,
completely on punishment. Marcus Adair for $9.99. Are we gonna skip past the fact he said his best friend was the lunch lady? Listen, man, I don't judge you.
Thank you,
for
man.
your circle.
Yeah.
I do judge you for the things that you say out of your filthy mouth.
That's fair.
Bucks Thoughts $9.99. Broke Rikishi's what? Indeed.
That's fair. Yeah.
You're out of your mind.
All right.
Well, I think we've reached the time.
We've reached the time.
We're going to do something that we've never done before, guys. We're going to have a little bit of, I'm going to look at the camera when I say this. We have a little bit of an intermission. Just a short one, because we're going to reset. We're going to do this all again so that the guests has time to come in, acclimate themselves. Like I said, we wanted to have this little preamble with you guys so that we can get some news things out of the way, then we can get to the guests, and that's what we're going to do. So here's a little intermission. See you in about 5.
Yes. Get some water.
See, wasn't that nice? Rather than just like 2 straight hours of just continuous jibber jabber from us 2 idiots, you got to go to the bathroom, you got to refresh yourself, whatever you did in those few minutes. I don't want to know about it. It's too much information. But we're here, we're back. Greatest wrestling podcast of all time. Before the Bell podcast. I'm not certain where my partner went. Martin is missing. There's just an empty chair here all of a sudden. But so I guess the honor's on me. The duty is on me to introduce our very, very special guest. Where do you begin with the accolades? Absolute legend in the game from day one. Former NXT World Champion. Former WWE Women's Champion. Former AEW Women's Champion. Cinematic icon. Absolutely. We're here with the one, the only. Saraya is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
God, thank you. You know what? It feels nice for someone to get my name right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's been a problem.
You know why it was easy to get correct?
Why?
Because it sort of sounds like a black woman's name.
Oh,
And we got all sorts of pronunciations of things, and it's like... So I knew instantly that it was Saraya. I didn't need to check. I didn't need to any of that.
well, thank you. I usually just help people out by saying Rhea Sunshine.
Oh, there you go.
Because that's exactly who I am.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Even though the sun, I imagine, is kind of your enemy.
Yeah. I like to be outside.
Yeah.
It's just, I just don't go out there very...
sunblock?
I don't use any. That's the
Really?
thing. That's the thing. I'm not out in the sun a long time. I remember during the pandemic, I was like, I'm really bored, so I'm going to get a tan.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Wait.
We outside for real.
What is
Yo. Welcome to the B4B Lounge, baby. You know how it is. It's your boy MVP Martavius Von Unk Porter. Hey, yo, we're doing it big because we got big people in the building. You know what I mean?
Your glass is falling.
Yeah, so we got shit. We're popping champagne.
Yeah.
just for you. I got you one too.
Yeah,
My
okay.
hand was in that one, so watch out.
All right. I
No.
don't want that.
Now, Saraya, we always love to give our guests flowers.
We always? Is that what we do?
Yeah, so
Oh,
we
interesting.
got you flowers. We do
Oh,
this like every episode.
Thank
yeah.
you.
For
Every
everybody.
episode?
Yeah. I mean, when we have like a guest and stuff.
Interesting.
So
Is he
yeah.
lying to me?
Here's the thing.
This is
So
very nice.
there's
Thank
an
you.
ongoing thing about the types of guests that receive
Yeah.
flowers here.
Okay.
You
What
know,
do you mean?
what do I mean?
I don't know. This was a collective.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember having a phone call, text, anything about flowers happening. Is that actual champagne?
Yeah, it is. Corbell.
Corbell.
Yeah. Will you open that for me?
You need me to open it?
You might. I just did my fingernails, so.
You did your fingernails.
Yeah.
What?
Like, you get it. You get your fingernails done.
All right.
Yeah.
You
I-
really want me to open this?
Yeah.
It's not chilled, my brother.
No. It was earlier.
Where has it been?
He's been sitting on it out there,
You
keeping
know
it
what I
nice
mean?
and warm.
Yeah, you know.
Was this hidden in your suit? Your very velvet suit, I'll add.
Yeah, it's already kind of warm.
How about, dude?
You look good.
Thank you. I
100%.
Yeah,
appreciate
you look
that.
great.
Thank you. You
Oh,
look great
boy.
as well. Congratulations.
Thanks.
on
I
the-
thought we're a little bit more laid back, but I didn't realize we had to dress up like this.
Yeah, you know.
We do not. Is
Oh,
the,
okay.
answer. To
I mean,
that.
I feel like I do this a lot. I try to dress up a lot for our special guests and stuff. You know?
Sure.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness
we
gracious.
just had Rob Van Dam on. He was cool.
What did you dress up for Van Damme? And did you give him flowers?
So that was virtual. So we got we got him like other types of flowers.
Oh, like what?
Green.
Green.
Can you explain it to me? I don't.
Oh, like the special kind.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
happy
yeah.
flowers, the happy plant.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I feel like you need to explain it in detail to everybody that's watching.
yeah,
what you
yeah.
got.
What do we get, Rob?
We got the flowers of life, man. You know.
The flowers of life. I like
Exactly, brother.
that. You take
Does everyone in the
good-
chat know what he's talking about?
Oh,
Oh
chat
my-
chat for sure knows what we're talking about. The bell ringers get down. These are Cartiers, by the way.
Take your warm room temperature champagne.
You don't want some?
No,
What? Why not?
I'm on Lent. I'm not drinking right now.
It's still lit.
Yeah, dude.
I thought you picked that out.
Pick that out.
Like you get done with it.
Eventually, yeah.
All right.
Easter is when it's
Would
over.
you like some Corbell?
I've actually been sober for 6 years.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that's
Huh.
it's just for you.
research?
No, yeah. I read
Research
that.
is an interesting thing.
Yeah, we're both Leos, so
Yeah. My manager's in the other room just being like, do not give her, and PR too, do not give her a drink.
we'll put this in the fridge.
I can't wait to see you try this.
I like that all the comments here. They're
This is
they're
a
not
great- this is a
scrolling now.
great
You need to
shot.
get to the new ones. Why is, oh my gosh.
The microphone is right. Yeah.
Okay, you didn't have to cut to me then, Mark. You didn't have to cut to me then.
We're so happy that you're here.
Yeah, thank you so
I-
much. Yeah.
Especially happy.
Yes.
Because anytime that I just love it. I just absolutely love
It was
it.
a hell of an intro just now.
Yeah.
It's been one of my favorite podcasts already.
We got that sound drop, right? Perfect. So you got some questions,
Yeah, of
Martavius?
course. So for starters, congratulations
You
to
look
book.
so, you sweating?
Yes, it's a very velvet suit.
You're like very damp. I love it.
Yeah,
You are a moist man. You are a very moist man.
yeah,
You are wearing like regular socks, which really makes me
That's it.
happy.
That's thick.
yeah. I'll be honest with. So I was gonna wear a different outfit,
Uh-huh.
but I couldn't find the do rag that matched it.
Uh-huh.
So I had to go with the velvet suit because this one matched a little bit better. And I know I'm already like I can feel it.
What I love is that we have a small separation, like degree of separation from MVP, and I just can't wait to show him this video. I can't wait. Anyway, please proceed.
Ballin'! You get it.
Lord have mercy. Please continue.
Yes. So Helen Boots comes out this week.
Yeah.
right?
I'm paying attention to the note that your producer just put up there about the couch being damp.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm just,
Yeah.
just gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, these are. I'm gonna have to watch these afterwards. So what was the inspiration? Why now?
Why now? Why not? Right. So after me and WWE parted ways, I had like that month where I was a little bit scared of it. Almost like, because that's all I've ever known is to be in part of WWE and being a part of wrestling. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna?
That's okay.
That's fine.
Again, we're not gonna crucify
What
you.
the heck?
You know what I mean?
Am
if
I
our
gonna-
other host was here, It might be a thing.
Okay,
we're more forgiving in that way.
I was like, what the heck am I going to do now?
Yeah.
And
We're
so
the
I
laid
was
back
like, you
ones.
know what? I was like, I was on Twitch and stuff like that. And then like all that year and a half where I went absolutely bonkers for a little bit, I was like, everyone thinks that they know me and everyone constantly tells my story all the time. And everyone just has an opinion of me, which is fine. I don't care about that. But I would like to tell my side. Yeah. And then, you know, you had the movie come out, which was fantastic and it was great, but it was the PG version. So I'm like, all right, like I'm really going to tell the nitty gritty details from like my childhood, from when I was very, very young up until recently. So, yeah.
Nice.
Why not?
And you had Renee Paquette as doing the forward as well.
Yeah.
What did that mean for you to have her and also write that open letter to you?
Yeah, I mean, I love Renee. We actually yesterday got matching teabag tattoos.
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah, I don't know why teabag was a thing. So we were like, we did a running teabag this weekend. We got teabagged, but yeah.
So there's no like significance to the teabag.
I think it was, we were just trying to figure out like a Commonwealth kind of matching tattoo, and then I was like, well, tea, but that's not really a big Canadian thing, but she does love tea. So then she was the one who was like, should we get a teabag? I was like, sure, that works. Yeah. So no, I love her so much. She's been one of my, you know, best friends and favorite people since I moved to America, which is in 2012. We've always been close. She's been through everything with me. We've done WWE together, AEW together, the Fox show we did together, WWE Backstage, and then we did Total Divas together. We've just done it all, and like I just love her, and like she has such a way with words. So I was just like, okay, can you do my foreword? She said yes, and then I had Moxley read the book and do a quote for it, along with Drew McIntyre, Bunny, and Brie Bella, and just all these amazing people. Like wanted to get involved in it, which was really nice.
How long has this process been from beginning of the idea to do the book to coming out now? 2 years. I'm trying not to cuss because it's the most frustrating experience I've ever been a part of. But yeah, 2 years, long years. I had a ghostwriter for the first year. She was really wonderful, but then she made me sound like I was out of the cast of Annie. So I had to rewrite the whole thing from, you know, she did the skeleton for me and like I just rewrote the whole thing for the past year. And it was just exhausting. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody, but I'm so happy that I got it done and it's the most fulfilling thing ever. Yeah. So even though it was a really frustrating experience, it was like very, very therapeutic, and it was just wonderful. I'm so proud of myself for getting it done.
Did you look back at any like old journals or diaries or anything?
No, I never had a journal or anything like that. So it's just from the old noggin up here, which I'm just like, it's crazy that I remember so much considering how much drugs I took back in the day. So
that's admirable because most wrestlers we talk to, it's like you try to pinpoint, especially this guy. This guy's memory of like wrestling minutiae is second to none. We call it the Martism. Yeah. And we'll ask these questions and I'm like, I don't really remember that. And I mean, there's so many matches, so many details. I'm sure the fans keep track of the lore more than anybody else. So it's like, it's very impressive to me that you were able to just recall.
Yeah. It took a long time though. It's like I also got a lot of people involved in it. So I'd like have Zoom calls or I'd be in person with a lot of people to be like, okay, I remember this scenario, but like, is there something from your side that I'm missing, you know? So I need like a little refresher on some things. Cause I want it to like I want it to be accurate from everyone's perception of it because everyone has their own perception, right, of everything. Yeah. So I'm telling my story as well. If there's someone else there, I'm like, okay, well, what did you say? Like, what is there something that I'm forgetting here? And they would make me like remember. I'm trying not to cuss.
You can say shit.
Everything. But,
I was trying to remember so much shit. And it was like, it was crazy. It was exhausting, but it was just, it's very fulfilling that we got it done.
Now, like I said before, you're a cinematic icon. You have a whole film based on your life story. Now that you've been able to, like you said, go into more detail with like the nitty gritty, is that something you'd like to see maybe adapted to like a series or something like that rather than like a TV show? I
mean, there is like, you know, there's a lot of announcements that are going to be made this year. I will say this. And I do want one of the announcements to eventually be like something to do with like fighting with my family. That'd be really great. Yeah. I feel like there's so much more story left to tell. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You know, I'm very grateful for the movie that I got. Not everyone gets to have a movie by the time they're 21. Yeah. But like, with this book, like, I'm like, well, maybe we can do something like a TV series. I remember pitching a TV series back in the day. And, you know, it was just, It didn't go very far.
Okay.
And it takes a long time to try and like get it done. But then I wasn't telling my full story. It was just very much like fighting with my family. And they were like, well, we've already seen that.
Right.
And then I was like, well, do I really want to tell them the darker side of things? So I kind of just kept it to myself for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I did the book. I was like, well, people got to rereading it. And anyone that's read it, like I've done a lot of interviews, and it's a lot of men usually that have said this, but they read the book and they have to put it down for a second. They're just like, it can get very intense and it can get really dark too. You know, but it's also a very wonderful book. There's a lot of good stuff in there, of course, but like at least near the start of the book, it's like straight out the gate, they were like, holy crap. There's like a lot that you haven't told the world. And I'm not very good at opening up to people. Like I've always been like that. I've been very like closed off, and everything that's gone through my life, everyone else has told my story, you know? And again, I just let that happen for like the longest time. So now that I've really opened up, I'm like, if I'm going to open up, I'm going to do it big, you know, and really open up and tell people exactly what's been going on in my life. So hopefully they like it. Hopefully they learn from me. And I don't want anyone to feel bad for me. Like, that's not why I did the book. I'm not like, feel bad. No. I want you to be inspired by it and be like, holy crap, she got through that. I can get through that. Even if I'm going through like a fraction of what she had gone through. That's why I said I'm like a cat. In like the subtitle, it says, clawing my way through 9 lives. I say like I've just lived so many different lives that it's just like, and it's all been a fight, you know? And so I'm just I hope someone learns from one of those times of my life, you know.
Were there any books that helped kind of inspire your writing, or like, oh, this autobiography was good, I kind of want to take bits of how they talked about this aspect or that aspect?
No, I honestly, I wasn't inspired by someone's story, but I was inspired to write a book because of the Bellas and AJ. And like, they just did such a wonderful job. And I read their books. They're really, really wonderful. And everyone has a different story, and mine's completely different to theirs. But it's like, if you do pick up a book, go pick up their 2 book because it's amazing. But I was inspired to make a book because of them, but my story is just so different. We're just like, their story's incredible, AJ's story's incredible, and my story's just dark.
Well, speaking of what you were saying about your story, when you were saying the whole thing about having lived so many different lives, what it made me think of is, and you said there's been so many different struggles. Everything's been a fight, like fighting to get into the wrestling industry, fighting to get into WWE, fighting to come back from the injury, you know what I mean? And then like now to make this book. And it's like, what are some other like aspirations that we don't know about Saraya, where it's like, you know, are you going to go, I don't know, become an Olympic pole? I don't know what like. There's so many things that it feels like.
Like, what am I going to be doing in the future? Is
that you're interested in, that you have talent in, that we just don't know about.
Okay, so acting is like a big thing for me. I'm really excited about it. There is some stuff coming up which I can't even talk about. I'm not even supposed to be bringing it up right now, but like you'll see, it'll come down the road, like that's happening. I'm really, really excited about it. Like, my team has been amazing. My manager Meech is in the back there. Everyone's just been really amazing and have helped me get into that world. Like at the start of this year, I was like, I'm dying like to be in the acting world. That's what I want. Is there a female, you know, The Rock, Batista, Cena, is there a female version of that? And there has been women that have dabbled in Hollywood. And I'm like, I want to be that person. So I'd love to do that. And then on top of that, you know, I do have my pod show coming out, and it's called Rule Breakers, which I'm really excited about. And it's not just sitting down and talking. I'm actually going to be torturing my guests. So I'm very excited. You'll understand what I mean.
Okay. I want to say, you don't want to elaborate?
Yeah. So basically, I mean, the past week has been crazy. I've had like a few really brilliant guests on, and then we do this this segment called Dog Shock Trivia. And so basically, my team writes the questions, and like I'm with whoever's sitting next to me, and whoever gets the answer wrong, they get shocked with this dog collar. And I did a couple of back-to-back episodes, and I didn't realize how stupid I was when it comes to trivia. So by the end of the day, I was drooling. It was not good. We have a lot of really fun segments coming up, like blindfold tattoo. It's just a lot of crazy stuff coming up.
Blindfold tattoo.
Yeah.
Is it an actual tattoo, or is it?
No, it's a real tattoo.
Okay, all right.
And there's people that are willing to do it. But and then also like we let some of eventually we're going to ask the chat or whatever to come up with different tattoo ideas or come up with different Jackass style segments so they can be included in it. But yeah, it's going to be crazy and I'm really excited about it. And it's actually going to be launching 2 days after my books the next week.
Oh, wow.
And I have a big announcement on my first episode, which is going to be crazy, but yeah.
Nice. And I saw you were just at the Comedy Store. Have you ever thought about doing stand-up?
No. I'm funny. I'm not that funny. Actually, you know what? Oh my gosh. So I went there the other day and I loved it. But like Brad Williams, who is a comedian, he's amazing. Love him, right? He was actually one of the guests on my show too. So he was like, oh, I'm going to be at the Comedy Store this weekend. And I was like, okay. So me and my friend Joey went. And he put us on the list, which was wonderful. We came up, they sat us right in the front row, which I was like, wow, this is brutal. Yeah. This is brutal. Because you're right there, the spotlight is on you. Like you felt like you have to laugh at these other comedians that aren't doing very well. So I was like, this is great. And then every time like you went to stand up, the comedians would be like, if you stand up right now, you're a child predator. And you're like, whoa. So I felt like I was being held hostage. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't leave. And then eventually this woman talked about my boobs and I was like, okay, this is go. But Brad was amazing. He killed it. He was the funniest one of the whole night. He was just, and I'm not even being biased because he's my friend. He just, so much energy. He was really funny. Yeah, I had a good time. But no, I would never do that. I would be too scared to do it.
Friend of the show, Brad Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of friends of the show, we have a ton of super chats to get through.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Asking you, okay, Xavier Vlog.
We've been like, behave.
Yeah.
They can get
we have a good.
I will like fist fight some mother.
Our crowd is like ratchet but sophisticated.
Sure.
Is what I would say.
Ratchet.
That's what they all say. Here we go.
For sure. So go ahead.
Xavier Vlogs with $10 says,
Yes, sir.
Sup fellas, first super chat. Love the energy y'all bring every week. Ending the week off with a banger. Thank you very much, brother.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's giving more Devon Dudley than it is MVP.
The look?
When you look directly into the camera, like something about the glasses and the tape definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's with the tape? Is it like a nose thing where you're just trying to get some air up there or something? It's like, you can get, that's like completely tipped off. Yeah, like a little nasal strip. I love those things.
Yeah. I got some more if you want one.
No, but that one's not even stuck on.
It's not?
No.
What do you
mean? You don't feel it?
I was like, it's under your eyes.
Well,
dude.
because of the sweat.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's right. I have that effect on men. It's fine.
It is a furnace going on in that suit right now. Absolute furnace. He who yeet for $10. Marty on that lactose vibe.
Yeah, just take off. You're good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't think we need that anymore. Yeah, that has to be expected. He who yeet. Marcus Adair for $9.99. Very milkmanish of you, Martin. Randy, just Randy. So as we talked about, for like certain guests that get flowers, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, we're friends with Kayla Becker.
Yeah, she's wonderful. I love her.
Yeah, she's one of the like darker persuasion is what I would say. Yeah. And there were no flowers. You know what I mean? And so we kind of were like, Martin, what's the deal? Like, why is the more like fair complected the ones that seem to get the flowers?
Wow.
Well, no.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. So that's where all the like the lactose
that's what
come from.
I see.
But no, because her boyfriend was here.
Oh,
and
that was the issue.
I thought it'd be rude to bring.
Sure, you're being a gentleman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Prodigal Citizen for $10. Martin dressed up like he about to perform with the unctation. That's hilarious.
That's a good one.
Absolutely. That's what we're doing. Comment of the week.
I think so.
That's an early contender.
That's an early contender. Comment of the week.
I'm seeing a pattern in these comments.
Jesus
The villainous
Christ.
one for $10. You can clap, Martin. It's good.
Yeah.
The LeBron James of Milkman. He don't miss. Absolutely. This is going in a direction, and I love it. MTK2 Fitness for $10. Who I'm late. I don't know who Martin is supposed to be, but he looks like an Arab pimp.
I'm MVP. Martavius Von Unk Porter.
So you have all these alter egos that you do.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
it on a weekly basis.
Oh, good. No, that makes it entertaining for sure. Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah.
it's been a journey.
I feel quite bad for you. You look stressed.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just making sure, you know what I mean? I'm trying to read these before anything out of pocket is said.
Oh no, please say the out of pocket stuff too.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, why not?
Why don't you take this from Martin? I'm saying.
JP runs this for $10, says, this is beyond chaotic. I would say salute to the cheap-ass Corbell, but nah, fam. LOL, salute to the bell ringers, and much love to Saraya.
Oh, JP
Absolutely.
runs this.
So I knew you didn't drink, so that's
Is
why.
that for
Oh
real?
yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why you got the cheap champagne?
Yeah,
How does that make sense?
because if no one's gonna drink it, it's not as bad.
Oh, what? I'm not
No one's
following.
drinking. No one's drinking it, so
Uh-huh.
I don't mind getting the cheap stuff because then someone else could use it for later. But it's not us because we're not drinking.
You following this logic?
No, but it's okay.
Me neither.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
I'm
He's,
gonna say,
he's straight up gaslighting us.
Yeah,
Right now.
100%. This is what he does.
No,
He gaslights
No.
all the time.
No.
and
He's gaslighting.
No, it's like it's unbelievable. He's always like leading us down a path of untruths, like a betrayal of lies. This guy, but he'll make it seem like he's not doing anything.
Yeah,
No.
well,
Like we're the crazy ones.
I can see who you really are. It's fine.
Yeah, man, it's
What?
unreal, man. Terrell D for $10. Martin the Uncula Morrow, keeper of the milk, will never live this down. Sorry, CT missed this in person. Oh man, I'm sure he's watching somewhere. Oh wait,
Yes.
CT said something. CT actually chimed in. CT, you gotta pay money.
Yeah, you
for
gotta
us
pay,
to-
but we gotta.
Yeah, we all
you gotta
when we're
break us
not
off.
here, we pay.
Yeah. I've paid. He's paid. You know the rules.
100%.
Also, CT, I live in LA. I'm just down the street. So he's asking when I'm next there.
Yeah.
Man, we don't need to entertain.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What's wrong with CT?
He's our
He's
other
our
co-host.
Yeah, but what's
Yeah.
wrong with him?
Nothing's.
Well,
you
he's
know,
out of
that's a loaded question.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot. You know what I mean? If we're gonna
Yeah,
unpack
okay.
that, that'd be a whole nother hour.
Yeah, sure.
So
All
you know,
right. I got
maybe
time.
one day. Absolutely.
It's why men should always go to therapy.
Yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
Why men should always go to therapy?
Yeah,
I think
that's
everybody
kind of the
should.
walk.
Yeah. No, men should definitely go to therapy. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You guys,
Twice a week.
you guys
right
need
here, guys.
therapy.
We're working on ourselves. A
There you
little
go.
bit.
Yeah.
In 2025.
Shout out to Ryan, my therapist.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan. There's a lot to unpack this week. Man.
I don't know what
A
you
lot to unpack. Prodigal Simpson for $10. Martin, I didn't know you opened up for Uncle and
That was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of shoot-oop in your outfit today.
Shoot-oop.
You know what a shoot-oop
Yes.
is.
Shoot-oop.
Brody Burton for $9.99.
Yes.
Go ahead, read it.
Says Martin Vontavious Morrow, MVM, take that do-rag off and show those braids and do a signature, flick the wrist and say, come on, man.
Forehead. That's not enough money to make you perform like
Yeah.
a dancing
Yeah.
monkey or something. Shout out to the Beans 410 for sure.
Yes.
Appreciate you, man. Is that everything? Okay.
Oh, a few more?
Yep.
A-Dub White with a $9.99 says, them flowers are long-term storytelling. All right, whatever. Keep going.
Them allegations
Yeah,
sticking
like
fly paper.
with
Why'd
the
you wanna
milk.
read that?
With the milk, because he had a milk thing afterwards.
Okay.
Oh, CT Pay.
Oh,
Yes.
look at you.
Yeah.
All right.
$19.99. CT says, hashtag bell ringers. I miss you guys
We're gonna
back.
say it as CT.
Oh, you okay.
Yeah.
Bell ringers.
There you go.
I miss you guys back and I appreciate the love. Saraya, what was your favorite experience filming Total Divas?
Oh,
When
my-
are you back in LA? We got to have you back every time you're in town.
I live here. I just said
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
live
down the
here.
street.
Yeah, just down the street. But my favorite part of filming Total Divas, I don't know. Well, I used to drink, so drinking.
And
that was a lot.
That was the favorite part of the
Actually,
show.
like going on the cast vacations were really fun. I
Yeah.
love those. Going to Lake Tahoe, like we'd all go together. We'd all have a lot of fun. We would drink a lot. It was a great time. Yeah, I wouldn't have my manager if I was still doing that though. He would throw me away. I'm telling you. PR company wouldn't work with me anymore. I'm telling you.
Did they like how much of that was kind of staged or like did they play with?
I mean, reality TV is reality TV. There's a lot of things I can't say about it, but I
Yeah.
will say like I was very much into making sure that my stuff was as real as possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, there was a clip that went viral recently of Road Dogg, Jesse James.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I
What's
love
the clip?
Road Dogg.
I missed the clip.
So he was disciplining me. because I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was when I was on TMZ for fighting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a real thing too. I got on TMZ. I was with Alicia Fox and we were at this karaoke bar and this girl spilled a drink on Foxy and Foxy was like, "What's your problem?" You know, and this girl starts giving her attitudes. Then we just all start swinging at each other.
Wow.
And like the people that we were with ran off, so just left us in there by ourselves. We were like, ooh, you know. And then the waiter took a picture with us early that day, sold the story to TMZ.
No.
So the next day we were all over TMZ and WWE's like, what the F is happening over there? You know, and this is why I don't drink anymore.
Yeah. What's your go-to karaoke song?
I love a good Amy Winehouse song, Valerie. And I used to sing Kings of Leon, You Somebody. That was like my one song that I used to love to sing. I can sing it too. Yeah.
Are we going to get a Saraya album?
You know what though? I cannot sing unless I've had a drink. It makes me so nervous and it's like a phobia of mine.
Really?
It's a big phobia, yeah.
So that hasn't been karaoke since?
No, not sober. No.
Oh, no.
So like I haven't sung in like 6 years. I mean, I did a little vocals on my ex's song.
Yeah.
But that wasn't like singing. It was just doing my accent, you know, over some friggin' beats. But like, no. I would be terrified.
I feel like we can make this happen.
Oh, really? You think so? Oh my
God.
God. No. My ass is sweating thinking about it.
So's Martin.
Gonna have a very damp couch as your producer said on both sides.
Prodigal Simpson, $10 again. Thank you, sir.
Says
keep on.
Martin the Milkadelic Morrow. At it again with the flowers, huh? Unk sweat?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of unk sweat.
Goodness gracious. All right. CT with the 999
He's back again.
Yeah. I should do therapy from the guy sweltering in grandma's couch material and not putting me over in front of her is wild. Saraya, hit me, yo.
So he's always campaigning for himself. Legendary Yobi for $10.
Yes.
Followed your career since day one. I love you, Saraya. Thank you for all you do. I would say more, but I posted the rest in the Q&A. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Legendary.
That is always the best. I always say that. I always just thank these people for what you guys put on the line for us on a regular basis.
Oh,
unbelievable.
And we love you, CT.
Of course. He knows that.
Yeah, he
they
knows
were
that.
talking shit about you before we went live. But...
yeah, we were.
I wasn't in the room.
I don't know.
Sorry.
They were talking shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the room.
Big shit, in fact. Not the little one. Big shit.
Yeah. Blastoise boys.
No, not the...
Carmi C
much,
showing
Carmi
some love
C.
from
We
England.
appreciate you.
Thank
From
you.
England, word.
Yeah.
We caught up? We caught up, Mark? Yeah. All right,
Perfect.
beautiful. So we talked about the book. We talked about the podcasting, getting ready to start where you're apparently going to be hurting people. You should join the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, maybe
perfect.
I'll bring you guys on. Hurt you a little bit.
But yeah, we love that.
I mean, he's obviously down for torture.
Yeah,
So,
glutton
I'm
for punishment over here. Yeah.
always ready.
I don't know why
Always
everyone
ready.
keeps saying that.
All right. I mean, you don't know? You don't know why people say that?
There's like a kink going on over here.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not going to yuck your yum, baby boy. You know what I mean?
Thanks, buddy.
Yuck your yum. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. I've never heard that before.
Hey, man. You can use it.
You can use
Yeah,
it.
yuck your yum. I like it.
So, but of course, I'm going to ask the nerdy question.
Sure.
Recently, I think you spoke out about like maybe the wrestling is starting to kind of come to a close a little bit. So, I mean, good. I'm just going through the accolades in my mind. And I think I asked you this on the red carpet too for
Queen of the Ring.
Queen of the Ring. But as far as wrestling is concerned, like, are there still like milestones for you?
Sure.
Are there still ceilings that you'd like to break through?
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot left in the tank. It's
Yeah.
just I don't think there's room for me for right now. For
Really?
right now, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like there's everyone in AEW is doing amazing and everyone's killing it. And like there's really, why would they try and squeeze me in at any point right now? You know, I just like, I would rather sit at home than in catering too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
sure.
like, so that's the thing is like, I know there is a lot left on the table. Maybe like, you know, my contract is coming to an end and I kind of just want to take a step back from wrestling for a little bit and focus on everything outside of it.
Yeah.
And like, that's not saying no, I'll never come back to it. It's not saying I'm giving up on wrestling forever. I love wrestling. Wrestling's my life. I love it. I just want to focus on acting and this book and like this podcast and like these other things that I have, you know, in the tank right now that 2025 is just going to be the year of like Saraya, the non-wrestling side of her, I
Yes.
think. Yeah, I think it's really important to do that. Take a little breather from wrestling.
Now, you had Florence Pugh play you in a film. If you could
Yeah.
play anyone in a movie,
Mm.
any fictional character, living,
Oh,
dead,
yeah.
whoever, who would you want to play?
So I've always been in love with Lara Croft. I like
Okay, yeah.
I would love to be her. And then also Morticia from the Addams Family.
I could
So
see that.
Morticia
we
is
can
like
weirdly see that.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
I would love to do her and then also Lara Croft. I know, like, I don't think there's ever going to be another Lara Croft coming out. Like, I don't know
Might
if
be.
there's room for
They
another one. But
reboot things every.
They do it like
Yeah.
every 8
Seems,
years.
yeah.
Sure, but I would love to do that. That's something I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. So maybe in that realm of things, but I would just be grateful for anything, to be honest. Like, I just want to be in that world.
Are you a gamer?
I do play games. So I play Fortnite,
yeah.
World of Warcraft. I play Dead by Daylight, which is a little bit more of a simpler game that you can just play with your friends.
Okay. I do
and
love Dead by
then
Daylight, though.
yeah, and then obviously I love the old school stuff like Super Mario, like the original, like that
Can't
stuff
beat it.
never gets old. But yeah, I mostly play a lot of Fortnite. I love it.
Yeah.
What's your go-to skin on Fortnite?
I have a lot of different skins.
Same.
So I can't be just one character. I have to switch it up every single time as long as
Again,
like
much like you and Martin have a lot in common.
we do
There's
have a lot in
of
common.
Sweatiness.
I am single.
Currently,
I'm-
changing skins all the time.
I'm also
There we
newly
go.
single.
Oh
yeah.
well. Not
Well,
nearly.
It's like December, but
yeah, mine's
That's still-
November. That's pretty like
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. same
Well,
thing.
let's talk about
He's a
it.
bit of an
Yeah.
emo cowboy, also.
An emo cowboy too.
yeah.
From Alabama. You know.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sadly.
howdy.
Yeah.
Howdy do you?
And then what's your go-to mode on Fortnite? Like I do zero build.
Zero build.
Okay.
I don't like the build mode.
I hate building.
It just distracts me, and then I feel like I get like stressed out easier, and it's just like confusing. I'm like, no, zero build all the time, every time.
Yeah, especially when like someone's in there and just keep building
I
stuff. You're
know
like,
someone
"Dude,
who's good at it. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah. Let me shoot you.
Yeah, let me kill you,
Yes.
please.
I don't
Yes.
know what any of this means, so I'll be honest with
Yeah.
you.
We gotta get you in a Fortnite, bro.
Do
It's
you?
really fun.
Yeah.
It is really
you can play
really
as
fun.
Goku or Peter Griffin.
They have wrestlers in there too.
Okay.
John Cena, Bianca Belair, and Becky Lynch are all in it.
Yeah.
Marxism. See?
Yeah, I was jealous. I was like, I want to be in a Fortnite.
I'm about to say,
one
yeah.
day.
Where's the Saraya skin?
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
know. What's that about? Yeah,
I feel like we could work. We could talk to the Fortnite people.
yeah.
and
Let's
get you in
figure it
there.
out.
Let's
If
start
you're
a
watching-
campaign. Bell ringers. Let's start. Let's
Yes,
get a letter
please.
writing campaign going or whatever they do in
Yeah.
2025. Let's get a Saraya skin
Yeah, what the-
in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Just trying
Whatever
not
that
to cuss.
means.
Yeah, yeah.
If Mr. Beast can be in the game, why can't Saraya?
Oh my gosh, everyone's in the game apart from me.
Yeah. I have like
Let's
two
get
skins
one
in
day.
there.
Huh?
I have like 2 skins in there of me.
You have?
No, I'm joking.
I didn't
Okay.
know if it was one of your alter egos or not.
It might. I mean, yeah, I've got plenty.
Okay.
Yeah.
That we know. Therapy, my brother. Therapy. So, okay, well, that's good to know that like wrestling's not completely off the table for
Right.
the time being, or probably see if you. But I mean, are there who like again? It's been part of your life for a long time, so I know you've been a fan for a long time. Who all time would have been like that one opponent you would have loved to wrestle that you never got the chance to?
Hmm. Oh, there's like a couple. Can I say a couple
Of course.
instead?
Yeah.
Bull Nakano.
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously, like the Scorpion Crosslock, I got from her.
Okay.
It's just a little bit modified.
Yeah, yeah.
I love her. I thought she was one of the OG, female wrestlers that worked her ass off and wrestled like a guy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love her. Lita, of course, she was like my girl, and she's
Mhm.
my friend now, which still blows my mind after all
Sure.
these years. If it was a mixed, I would like to wrestle Stone Cold.
Okay, I was gonna ask about that, like, because there's like, I don't know, there's 2 schools of thoughts about intergender wrestling,
Yeah.
and our thing is, I mean, my thing is, it's all entertainment, so
Right.
like, why not? You know what I mean?
You see it in movies.
100%, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're not gonna not fight Rey because she's a female Jedi. You know what I mean? They're gonna
Yeah.
come at her. So
Yeah.
why not in our wrestling? I don't get it.
I'm the same way. I think I don't see what the big deal is. Like if you go to watch a movie, the thing you ain't gonna think about in the movie theater is being like, this is weird that man and female are fighting.
Right. You sounded like Martin just now.
Yeah.
That was a good impression.
But I also wouldn't walk into a movie and be like, this is fake. It's just I just enjoy the show. If it's male versus female, who cares? Just enjoy the show. It's not
Right.
encouraging domestic violence in any way. It's just a show.
Totally.
It's a show. Just enjoy your day there. Enjoy your time. Stop bitching and complaining.
Touch some grass.
Just smile and freaking cheer or boo, whatever you want to do, but stop with the BS, please. God, it's exhausting these days.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Everyone just bitches and complains about everything. You're like, just enjoy the show.
Yeah.
God, don't get me started. Sorry. Get wound up.
Speaking of enjoy, I remember first seeing you in Shimmer.
Oh,
Yes.
bloody hell, that goes way back. Yeah.
I saw you. I think it was a match in Chicago years ago. What was that journey like? Wrestling for Shimmer in all over the world with them.
Yeah.
So what was that like? Like how did that shape your character? You get to the team and wrestle your mom as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I wrestled my dad. I've been traveling the world by myself since I was 14 years old. But with Shimmer, I think I went in there in 2010, I think was the date that I was out there. And, I was doing a tag with mom, and then we did that whole separation thing and had like a singles there. It was really, really fun. Yeah, I got to honestly learn more of the American side of wrestling coming over to Shimmer and slamming ladies and all that kind of stuff. Because wrestling in like all different parts of the world is all very different and moves are called different. So it kind of helped me like kind of mold to the American way. So like certain moves like a lockup would be a referee's hold in England, or and just taking the arm or whatever it is would be called a pig's foot in England, or a drop down would be called a sleep in England. So I had to learn moves as I was going in America, because they would call spots and I'm like, what is that? And so so it definitely helped and mold me in a way where I just learned the American way, which I was really thankful for. And then, Again, when I came to WWE, I kind of had to start from scratch anyway.
Yeah.
They were just like, everything you've learned, throw out the window. You're starting from the beginning, which I appreciate that too. Because then you have to learn like how to work on TV and work the cameras and the crowds, like the bigger crowds, because I hadn't wrestled in front of those crowds before. It was like gyms and like tiny little halls and like in a parking lot somewhere. So it was like definitely you had to learn how to wrestle on a bigger scale.
That always fascinates me about like international wrestling, because it's I've asked a few people, like sometimes you'll go to Japan and your opponent doesn't speak English, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how do you
have a translator?
Really
Yeah. So wrestling Riho, one of the Japanese wrestlers, one of the guys would translate it, or it would be like Kenny Omega that would be helping translate, because he speaks Japanese and he knows them all. So yeah, like just going through these matches, it is difficult, but it makes it exciting, because you're just like, it's not easy. It's not an easy match. You have to you really have to remember these spots in the match. So if there is a botch, like, I'm sorry, you guys, we're wrestling each other. We don't understand what the we're saying.
Well, I like that anyway. An element of sloppiness to me adds to the realism. It's like if you're actually fighting, there's what I mean. It's not going to be
very smooth fight scene.
Yeah. That's what I love about Sabu.
Yeah. Sabu would like mess up mid match, and it's like that happens all the time. People slip, they fall, they whatever.
That's why I love when Samoa Joe does that spot where he just like steps out the way.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why wouldn't you just move out the way?
100%.
It's like that move will always be over. I love it, and it makes it look like the babyface kind of like slips on a banana peel kind of thing. But it's just, it makes sense. You're like, move. It's great.
Are there any current moves from any other wrestlers on any roster that you're like, I wish I did that one. I want to steal that one.
No. Everyone's like, their moves are built specifically for them, I feel like. So, I'm more of like, I'm a lazy wrestler, if I'm being honest. I like to tell more like the story side of things and like do character work than I am like actually doing physical stuff. Although I really, really love my match. This is completely different from what your question is, but I really love my match with Jamie Hayter when we got to do like the weapons match. That was really, really fun. I love to do that kind of stuff.
Okay. I'm going to read that. But, okay. So that's my other question. Cause like the Moxley.
Yeah.
God. Shish kebab.
I know. I was just with Renee and I was like, is he okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God. She said he's fine.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. He's actually perfectly, he's good. Obviously, like, I mean, that's rough, dude. Oof, It was rough. Like I couldn't go that far, but that was his thing before he went onto TV. He was like death matches, dude. He did crazy stuff like that, And so, like, to us, it's just normal. But then I'm just like, and people just want a reason to like bitch and complain too.
Sure,
but I'm
yeah.
like, he wanted to do it. Why are we complaining? Yeah.
Well, that was the question, because you're starting to see sort of the ultra violence increase in women's matches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
With Tony and Mariah. Ooh, so good.
We were there. I mean,
So good.
it was immediately. It was more like a horror movie. Than
Yeah, there was a
wrestling
lot
match.
of blood. There was a lot of
Yeah.
blood. Yeah, but how else would you have finished it? You know,
I totally agree.
The way I would have finished it is I would have put it as the main event of Revolution.
Same.
they should have been the main event.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone just said it. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. What we got? Pedro Cardona. Bring it up big, Mark. Pause. Pedro Cardona, $20.
Yeah.
Hey guys, all is well. I have a question for Saraya. Would you ever go back to WWE? I was waiting for that.
You know what? This came up so much at my signing yesterday.
I bet. Yeah.
And I didn't realize, like, I always have like this insecurity, I guess, where I feel like people just don't give a crap about me, you know?
Oh man.
And I have to be reminded of it all the time. I
Yeah.
really do. But I get so many people wondering if I'm gonna go back there. And I just like, I don't know. Maybe if there's something that cool that comes along and they would want me back there, like maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Like never say never, you know.
Yeah. You definitely have a Hall of Fame worthy career.
You think
Without
so?
question.
Yeah,
Come on.
Thank you. I'm quite insecure when it comes to wrestling.
Now
I'll tell you.
I got a little like sort of subsect to that question.
Okay.
If you had your druthers, would you want to return as Saraya or as Paige?
Paige.
Really?
Paige.
Okay, interesting. And
I
what
love
would you
Paige.
say is the difference between the two?
Paige, I felt like I could leave that character at the door. You know?
Yeah.
I love being Saraya and I love that people know me as Saraya and stuff like that. With Paige, though, I felt like I built such a special thing with her.
Yeah.
And then when I got home, I didn't have to be her anymore. You know, I could just be like,
right.
but I loved what I built with her. And like she was a badass. Like she was just a badass. I loved being her. And like she has built my life, you know, like I got a movie made about Paige and a lot of my career is built on that character and people love that character and that's the one that kind of stood out compared to everybody else. You know, it was just she has a special place in my heart and yeah, if I was to go back, Paige in a heartbeat. Yeah, same music, Paige, everything. Yeah.
Love it. Well, speaking of characters, we talked about the movie that was made for you. We talked about Timeless Toni Storm, who's a movie star in her own right.
Mhm.
We talked about Fighting With My Family. So I think it's perfectly time
Oh, it's time.
for the segment. That's absolutely sweeping the nation.
There is his broom.
There's the broom right there.
I was wondering what that little
And here's your
broom was
dustpan. You wanna
for.
hold
Yeah.
your dustpan?
Yeah, I got my dustpan.
What is this for? Why?
No, it's
See, it's a whole
It's a
when
whole
it's sweeping the
thing.
nation.
Oh,
So it's the broom.
okay.
It's a whole
Never mind. I
thing.
thought you were gonna use it for something.
No,
Okay.
no. We
it's
just,
it's metaphor.
CT always
Oh,
says,
it's
"Where's my broom?" So
metaphorical.
yeah.
Okay.
the bell ringer
A lot
sent
of
in a
symbolism
broom
on this
and
podcast.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very esoteric in its way.
Like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But it's time. Why don't you hold the broom
Yeah,
as well?
okay, yeah. You can hold the broom.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You hold the
Little
broom.
broom.
You hold the dustpan because it's
Yeah.
time for Chris's list.
just made the list!
Yay.
I think.
Do we cheer for that?
You'll hear it in the edit.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Okay,
It's
So
okay.
anyway, I wanted top 5, which isn't really a top 5. It's just kind of whatever
you can
comes
say
to
like
fancy.
1 to 3. You can do 10.
Wrestling movies.
Ooh,
Top 5, brother.
I mean,
I've got one.
I bet you do.
Okay, this is from the 70s though. I believe it's from the 70s. And there's this movie called California Dolls. You never heard of it before?
No, you put me on game right now.
So
Okay.
it's really bloody good. It's about a female tag team, and me and my friend when we first started wrestling was based on that tag team. We called each other the Norfolk Dolls.
Okay.
But it's a really great movie. It shows wrestling in a really great light, but also a very dark light too. So like, if I had my recommendations for you guys to watch a wrestling movie, the California Dolls. All the Marbles, I think it's called. The subtitle is called.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Have you heard of that?
I've never.
Yeah,
heard
well,
of
there
that.
you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Not a lot of people's heard of it. I'm surprised.
I'm excited to watch this.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll put it like this. If we get a $50 or above super chat, We'll put that on our list for Patreon to review.
Yes.
How about that?
Oh, there's that All the Marbles, 1982. There we go. There it
82.
is.
Oh, there we
Wow.
go.
It's a
Interesting.
really great movie. It's just a female tag team trying to make it in the world of wrestling, and
Is-
they go through hell and back. You
Is
know.
that Columbo?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It is.
What a cast.
All the Marbles. Yeah.
What a cast. He said.
It's a really good movie. I loved it. So yeah, check it out.
Huh. Can't wait to. All right. Cool.
There you go. Well, just tweet something.
Look at her.
Yes.
And by the way, the Marine does not count.
No, I would never
Okay,
count the
all
Marine.
right.
They don't even wrestle in the Marine.
Yeah. We've been doing a series where we've been reviewing every Marine movie.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
lot, huh?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
And
that's
The
a
Miz
lot.
is in what, 4 of them?
3, the last 3.
I love Mike. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
He's
trying
a
to get
great
him to be on the last review. So
To
we're
watch.
working
Oh
on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
So all right, go ahead, Mark.
My number 1 would actually have to be No Holds Barred.
As in favorite, or think it's good?
It's not good.
Okay.
It's a horrible movie.
Yeah.
It's a terrible movie. But if
Sure.
you can like shut your brain off for an hour and a half and just watch people who clearly coked out pettily wrote a movie about wrestling,
Yeah.
because they have the dude who is supposed to be like Richard Belding or whatever the guy's name was. Who was the comedian?
Richard Belzer?
Yes.
Yeah.
To have a guy shit his pants because
Yes.
you're mad at him in real life for suing your company
Yeah.
in your movie, it's like, this is a level of evil that
It was the 80s, man.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It was snowing. And then the water on the streets. If you get my drift.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with also one from the 70s, My Breakfast with Blassie.
Oh.
Andy Kaufman talking to Freddie Blassie for just like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's uncanny valley. You know what I mean? Because who knows what's real and what isn't? And that's just I just like weird sort of out of the box stuff like that.
Okay.
It's almost like if David Lynch directed a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty great.
Yeah. I'd say Fighting with My Family. I actually saw that in theaters.
Did you like it?
I did like it, yeah.
It's
Okay.
I will say the martistic aspects of me were like, that's not how that happened.
I
But-
know.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
know
yeah,
the
yeah.
story, then there's obviously bits that people are going to see that they drum it up for Hollywood, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, it got the message across. I mean, the actual match itself was way shorter than it was portrayed in the movie.
Yep,
Obviously, the match that I had was like seconds long.
Yep.
It was like I can't remember. It was like beat down, send off into the Black Widow, spin her around into the page turner, but the page turner went wrong
Really?
in the actual. So the page turner ended up looking like a leg sweep. And then I remember coming back after winning it, and I was so over the moon. I was crying. Then Randy's like, "Did you just beat her with a leg sweep, Randy Orton?" I was like, "I messed up. It wasn't supposed to look like that." But yeah, it was. I didn't care. I was like, "Whatever. I'm the champ. Let's go." But he was so sweet. Iron Claw, yeah, there's Iron Claw too. Nacho Libre.
Nacho
man.
Libre.
Nacho Libre.
At
Great one.
that might be top tier DVDs right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
just for the bonus features.
I love Nacho Libre. That shit was good.
I mean, you got to put Ready to Rumble in there.
I was
If-
about to say.
If you were an Attitude Era fan, WCW Gold, come on, man. Sting is he's like a character in a movie. It's as Sting. It's great.
They worked on a doo-doo truck, man.
Yeah, they did. 100%.
He stuck his hand down his underwear to
Uh-huh.
get the Zappa dude to smell his butt crack.
That's right.
And this is you have 5 movies.
And it's still better than No Holds Barred.
yeah, but they were clearly so like it's a very all right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it shut down a company.
That's
That's how bad that movie was.
I think some other factors were going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't just Ready to Rumble.
What was that Air Bud movie with John Hennigan? Where you rest like is Air Bud, you know, the Air
The
Bud,
dog?
yeah, the franchise of
yeah.
I mean, he plays like every sport, but
Yeah.
there's one where he
Is there an Air Bud wrestling?
there's an Air Bud wrestling movie.
What?
I didn't know that. I thought it was just like basketball and like.
Yeah, there's football.
He plays soccer in
There's
one.
soccer, yeah.
I think he plays base. Or no, I don't know if he was able to manage. That's it. Russell Madness.
What the heck?
Why do you know that this exists?
Why
Wait,
don't?
that's not an Air Bud movie though.
20
No, it's a
15?
dog that wrestles.
Yeah, but that's not the Air Bud franchise.
No, I feel like it was probably written for Air Bud, but his agent passed on it.
Russell Madness.
Yeah,
Wow. And you watched it?
Yeah, of course.
John Hennigan
Fair
is
enough.
in this
He
movie?
beat like John Hennigan plays like or Johnny TV for
Yeah.
AEW fans. He plays like the main villain. There he is. He gets pinned by
Where did you watch this movie? Why, like,
I feel like this is like some dark web stuff.
yeah. How's it available? Is the question?
I think it's like it was on Netflix.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
I don't believe you.
Look up WrestleMania, and you can even watch the whole thing on YouTube right now.
Oh my! Of course you can.
They have it in parts.
There's a 2. No, there's 3. So they didn't have. We didn't say enough with the first one. We got 2 more bites at the apple, guys.
It is on Netflix. Wow, that's
Unreal.
Yeah, see?
Oh, distributed by. Oh my god.
Just in Australia, it was released on DVD.
Yeah. See, that makes sense to me. Australia's the circus.
Wait, Rotten Tomatoes gave it 35%. There you go. Oh my gosh, that's
unbelievable. What a pull. What an utter pull.
Yeah. Oh, the wrestler. I forgot about that. No.
Oh yeah, the wrestler
is fantastic.
Yeah, that was great. That
Yeah.
was really, really great.
Do you think he dies in the end?
I don't know. I hope not.
I know. I didn't want the Ram to go out that way.
They nailed that. Like the ending of that movie was perfect though,
Oh,
because it left you questioning everything. You're like, well, what freaking happened?
Any others?
I think we got all of them, right?
Are there like some Scooby Doo movies?
I was in it.
Yeah.
Curse of the Speed Demon. And then we did Surf's Up 2 as well. It was like me, Triple H, Vince, and Cena. I think that was it. That was we played like
Penguins.
birds. Yeah, they played penguins. I was a puffin. Yeah. It was great.
Did you like do a lot of research on puffins before that?
No, because I didn't have to actually be like a puffin. Like I just had to be Paige as a puffin.
Yeah.
So I was talking about being on a reality show. It was funny. I was a spicy little bird.
I'm about to say you have lived many a life.
The lore is crazy. My lore is crazy. Yeah. Oh my god.
I'd love if you had to explain that to someone. Like, I've been a puffin or a wrestler.
No, my friend was like, my friend texted me the other day, and she went to her friend who has a baby, and she was like, I just put on Surf's Up 2 and like Saraya's in it. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I play a puffin. She was like, why do I keep finding out stuff about you? I was like, well, I don't talk about myself, dude. I don't.
And that's why you're here.
Yeah.
What was your friend putting on Surf's Up 2?
For a baby to watch.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to say, you're not allowed to ask those questions, sir. You
just
sat and watched.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Why is your friend watching Surf's Up 2? Why are you watching some weird freaking Jack Russell wrestling?
What's wrong? Okay, first off, as a dog owner, I like to inspire my dog Whitney. Shout out to Whitney. She's not watching because she
inspire her.
Yeah, so
and she don't even watch your podcast.
Well, she doesn't. She doesn't know how podcasts operate,
but knows how movies operate.
Yeah, she'll sit there.
Okay,
you have 2 dogs, right?
I have 3. Gosh, you don't know me at all.
You had 2 dogs at one point.
Yeah, but I have 3 now, though.
Okay.
So at one point, yes, I had 2 dogs.
I was what an easy assumption.
At one point, I also had 1 dog. So yeah.
This guy.
I got the Fortnite thing right.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah. So what inspires your dogs?
Me.
What's it saying? Probably treats.
No, treats definitely inspires my dogs. My dog is very food motivated for sure. Yeah, food.
Yeah. I knew it was coming. DJC 4177 for the $50. Extend the clip. Extend the clip. For the movie, $50 for the movie review, of course. Also, question for Saraya: any matches you were in that you wish you could experience again for, I imagine, the first time?
Yeah. So obviously I would love to redo mine and AJ's to the finish.
Yeah.
And I just want to feel that again. That was amazing. But around my time when I first was in WWE, like we were kind of like held back in a way where we couldn't wrestle like they can now.
Yeah.
So it took a while to grind and get that, moving. But there was a match that I had in NXT with Natty, which I really, really loved, where we just wrestled. Like, technical wrestling, and it was just so great and so fun. So yeah, I wish I could do that again. I really do. I wish I could redo mine and Brits, but you know what? I hadn't wrestled in 5 years, and I was absolutely terrified, and I was nervous about everything, and I just wish I could go in there and just redo it because I was so blown out my ass too. Like, I remember just afterwards being like, why have I been doing this? But yeah, I wish I could redo that too in a way. Yeah.
What do you do to shake nerves like before?
You can't shake the nerves. That's the thing, and it's good that you have nerves.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have it.
Sharp.
Yeah, if you don't have it, it means you don't care. So like, yeah, you have nerves and you want to pee and poop before you go out there. You feel like you're going to poop yourself. But like, once you get out there, it all goes away. Yeah.
One more super chat from Nathaniel Seaberry for $9.99. Go ahead, read it.
I just want Saraya to know that she had a Hall of Fame career by the time she was 25.
Thank
Who
you.
on the current WWE roster would you like to wrestle from NXT and up? So,
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I feel like me and Rhea would make a really good tag team. I've said that.
yeah.
Like, I'd love to wrestle her too, but like, yeah, I'd love to. I mean, there's so many women that I want to wrestle. I do one day, not anytime soon. Obviously, there's no room for me. But yeah, I'd love to face Rhea. I'm a big fan of like how Liv has shaped her career too from when I was there, and like she's been doing such a good job at like I mean, she's amazing. She's really, really great. Her character work, everything's really great. Let's see. Charlotte is just a star, dude. Like, I love her so much. She carries herself like a star. She looks like a star. Oh my gosh, I would love to go around the block with her one more time. Natty again.
Do you hear that, CT? Do you hear that?
What? What happened?
CT's not a...
Notorious Charlotte hater, man.
Yeah.
Why?
Big time.
Oh, Charlotte's a sweetheart.
The
I love
best.
Charlotte. She's great. And like, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to fight you on a CT. I'll just wait for you in person to fight you.
There we go.
Yeah.
You got a match coming, CT.
we'll do a tag match.
I love it.
Yeah.
You want to move on to the Patreon?
Yeah, let's move on to the Patreon.
Now, before we go, now I knew Martin was bringing flowers. I just had the sixth sense about me that he would be
Predictable,
bringing flowers.
huh?
Now, I'm not a flower guy, you know what I mean? But I did want to show our appreciation. We appreciate so much that you were here and spent so much time with us.
Why am I nervous? What are you about to do? I don't know.
You never have to worry about anything crazy. coming from me.
Okay.
But they called me the shirt goat for obvious
Shirt
reasons.
goat. Yeah, I mean,
You know what
Owen
I mean?
Hart. Yeah,
You
it's
know,
a very
I'm a
good
big
shirt.
vintage shirt guy.
Me too.
So-
I love vintage. Actually, DDP gave me a bunch of his from the 90s.
Really?
And it made me so happy.
we have to talk,
Yeah.
'cause we
Yeah.
might need to
I'll
trade
bring
some
him
things.
into the studio next time. I still have him.
You might have
Sorry.
some things that I'm looking for.
Yeah. I
But
got you.
I pulled one from the vault that I thought you might appreciate.
Yeah.
This is for you. This is a 1991 Davey Boy Smith.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Yeah, I love that. Is that for me?
It is for you.
I can have it?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
UK
amazing.
Rampage Tour 91. I figured it would make all the sense in the world
Yes.
and that you would like that.
You know what? No, I love this. I love a big vintage wrestling t-shirt too. And I also managed to find the Stone Cold cookie jar too that I've been
Wow.
dying to have.
Yeah.
And I
On
managed
eBay?
to find it. Yeah, like it was just, you can look it up like somewhere, but it's really hard to get a hold of. And I managed to get a hold of it. I love old school like wrestling stuff. Like I love it. And then Colt Cabana actually bought me a couple of 90s posters that my dad was on from back in the day
Oh, wow.
in the UK. And so
Yeah.
people know I love vintage stuff. So this is actually a really great gift. I'm very
I
happy.
didn't know, but I thought
No,
you
it's
might like that
great.
one. So it worked out perfectly.
I love it.
So
Let's
shirt
show
go
the
to you.
camera. Yes, I love it. This is great. Thank you so much. Hell
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Hell
for
yeah.
coming on the show.
And thanks for the flowers.
Of course, yeah.
those are also very important to me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm the
And the champagne I can't drink.
No, I mean none of us are drinking the show.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Corbell,
But yeah, they call me
find us.
the
You
flower.
might end up in an emergency room drinking that thing.
Okay, one more super chat before we get to
Yes.
the Patreon. Vibey
Vibey
Woodchuck for
Woodchuck.
$10. I
Says-
watched.
yeah.
Wait, what? I watched Fighting with My Family in jail.
Wow.
that was a good ass movie. Shout out to Saraya. Martin dressed like he set up old people in pyramid schemes. I have so many questions, Vibey Woodchuck, but maybe we'll get to that another
Yeah,
time.
that definitely has to be a conversation.
Your lore is growing. Woodchuck, it's growing.
Yeah, what?
Tell everybody where they can get the book, where they can see
Yes.
you next.
So you can go to my social media, Saraya, across all platforms, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. The links are in my bio, but if you can't be bothered to do that, just go to Instagram. Just go to Amazon. You can find the book on there. Follow my social media to find out all the other announcements I'm about to make to keep up to date. But yes, Saraya is my social media handle in case you need help spelling it.
Perfect.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, at Martin M. Morrow on all socials. I got some shows coming up. I'm going to be relax, Buck's thoughts with the last
Yeah,
Milkman versus Milkman match.
Relax.
All right, calm down, guys. But yeah, I got some shows coming up here in LA, and then I'm in Miami. Second week of April. Then check out the Bellboys. We're going to be hanging out in Vegas WrestleMania week. And then I'm in Austin and Dallas. So I post all my shows on Instagram at Martin M. Morrow, spelled like tomorrow. Chris Burns.
Chris_please for all the comedy stuff. The.Darkitect for all the podcast stuff, all the video stuff. Yeah, man, I'm out here. So you know what it is.
Yeah, we'll catch you next week. CT will be back. And we're just going to keep rocking and rolling and ringing. You feel me?
Okay. Join us on the Takedown Patreon happening right now. Catch you.
Laid out for the count. 1, 2, 3. Before the Bell Podcast. Before the Bell Podcast.